All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian. This is Coach Heather, and we are bringing you another Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout. We got some good stuff today. We're going to do some tri-circuits where we have 3 exercises in one circuit. We're going to go through a 45-15, so 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and we'll go through that 3 different times. So 2 different circuits today, so 6 moves, and we got some good stuff coming at you. We are going to start with our warm-up here, so Heather's going to get us started with that one. First one, we're going to be on the hands and knees for a T-spine stretch. We're going to reach our hand down in between, and then we're going to open it up and follow the hand with our eyes on this one. So good. Watch that hand as you open up the chest, get that T-spine stretch, that middle of the spine, get it moving and ready for today's workout. Good. So we're going to get into it right away today. After you hit your 5 on one side, let's go over to the other. Reach all the way through, bring that shoulder down, and then hit your extension up at the top. Follow the hand with the eyes one more time for the second 5 reps. Awesome. After that, let's go on to our back. We have a glute bridge march coming up. You're going to have the heels in tight to the glutes here. We're going to drive the hips up, and then we're going to march on this one. So bringing the knees at 90 degrees up to the chest. You want to keep the 90-degree bend as you actively drive those hips up. 10 total reps on this one, 5 on each side, and when you're done, you can stand up to the feet. Good. Actively engaging the glutes on this one, trying to squeeze them as you lift each knee up. If your right knee's coming up, your left glute should be squeezed. There we go. After that, we're going to be on our feet for some overhead squats. This is one you might see later in today's workout. Hands are above the head. We're going to sit our weight back into our heels, trying to keep our chest as tall as possible. Your goal is to try to keep those arms up above the shoulders and not let your chest fall as you hit your squats. 10 reps. Good. So, as you guys are finishing up your 10 reps, and it's perfectly fine if you're not quite there yet, we do have front to back hops as our last warm-up exercise today. Feet together, we're going to hop back and forth 20 total times to get the heart rate spiked up a little bit before we get into our first circuit today. So again, take your time with the warm-up. If you're still warming up while we're getting into that first circuit demo, perfectly fine. We will get you caught up after that. So, as you guys are finishing our first circuit, 3 different exercises. We're going to throw 3 different muscle groups at you guys. First one is a bent over rear delt row. So let's talk about our bent over position first. It's kind of like a mini deadlift, little bend in the knees, just barely, and then tension in the hamstrings, back is nice and flat. And then we're going to open the chest up in almost a fly motion with our rear delt row. What I want you to do is picture like you're squeezing an egg in between your shoulder blades with every single rep. So squeeze them together, and then you're coming out to the sides. You can have a small bend in the elbow, just like Heather has right there. Just a little bend will help you on this one. Good. We're going to be there for 45 seconds. Second one, we're going to be on our back, so we're going to come down to the ground for a close grip chest press, floor press. So on this one, elbows are going to be in tight, palms are going to face each other, and then we're going to go straight up and straight down into our press. So 45 seconds of it. You got a lot of time on your back here. It is going to bring the heart rate back down, but this is a great strength movement that you can build up some good upper body strength here. So a little upper body pushing after we get some upper body pulling in the rear delt row. Then our last exercise, we're going to go hand-to-hand swing. If you have a kettlebell for this one, amazing. You can also use a dumbbell. Either way works just fine. So hand-to-hand swing, you're going to start out with a regular kettlebell swing, getting those hips moving forward, and then you're just going to switch hands up at the top. Make sure you got a good handle on that kettlebell as you come back. Again, hips are doing all the work here, so nice flat back, as you can see that Heather has right here, as she drives those hips forward. 45 seconds of reps there, too, will be a little bit longer, but make sure you find a good pace that you can hold for that 45 seconds. So boom, there's our first circuit, team. You got about 30 seconds to get ready for it. So grab your dumbbells, grab your kettlebells, whatever weights that you have. The more weights, the better. It's always good to have some options to switch it up. But again, about 20 seconds, and we will get started with this one. All right, so let's grab our stuff. I'm going to get the timer ready to roll, and we are going to take off with this one, team. Again, bent over rear delt rows are going to start us. You got about 10 seconds as I get the timer started, and we are starting with this one. So let's have some fun today. Find that bent over position to start. 45 seconds to work. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good. So soft bend in the elbows. Now, chest is nice and stable on this one, so it shouldn't be moving around as you come through. I don't want to see any of this where you're really swaying back and forward. That's not what we're looking for here. Under control with every one of our reps. Perfect. Good. So I have my hand right in the middle of your back right now. Picture it. Try to squeeze my hand right with your shoulder blades with each rep together. 20 seconds to go. Good. A little bit longer on the rounds today, but that is exactly why we did this. Burn your muscles out a little bit of muscular endurance coming your way. Good. Couple more reps, 6 seconds. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. taking a quick little rest, shake those arms out. We got our close grip floor press coming up next. Again, there's only 15 seconds in between our exercises today, so we're moving quick. We're getting onto our back. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Close grip chest press. Here we go. Good. So on our backs, elbows coming in tight to the sides, pressing out. If you're someone that's at home and you're really looking for a little extra and you want to add a little leg lift, say your weights aren't heavy enough or anything like that, you can always do that. Always make it your own workout today. Good, good. But if you're joining us with that close grip chest press, knocking it out just like Heather's doing right here as we hit our halfway point in our round. Good, good. Now, towards that halfway point, that's where our muscles really start to feel that burn today. First couple of rounds, I want you to try to get through it without taking those longer breaks. But if you need to in the second and third round today and shake those arms out quick, that is perfectly fine. We will get through it today together. Good. Last couple of reps here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 15 seconds. We're going to get ready for our hand-to-hand swing coming up next. So if you got a kettlebell, that's great. If you got a dumbbell, that's also great. Figuring out how we're going to work through this one. So perfect. 5 seconds. Start that swing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. Good. So that first rep, we're getting the momentum going. From there, we're going to hold on to that pace, that tempo for the full 45 seconds. You're already 10 seconds in. Good, good. Now, as you can see, Heather's doing a really good job of not letting her back round at the bottom. Everything is tight in the core to keep her spine neutral and flat the entire round. Good that she's leading with her chest. Her hips are coming forward, getting into that triple extension position. Kind of. Good, good. 15 seconds. 15. Keep working with it. This is where, again, the grip strength starts to go. You start to feel it in the hamstrings, but that's what we came here for today. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, one round down. We only got 15 seconds before we get right back into our bent over rear delt row. So one round of our 3 down. We got 2 more. We're going right into it. 5 seconds, bent over rear delt row. Round 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, right back to work today. We'll take a nice longer break after our first circuit. So after those 3 rounds, then we have a nice minute-and-a-half break where we'll demo all of our exercises and get you ready for that second circuit. Good, already 30 seconds to go here. Good, opening that chest up now that we are into our second round. If you need to take that break and shake the arms out, take a stand quick, that is perfectly fine. We're going to get you through this one today. The muscular endurance, it's never easy, but it's something that we should mix in every now and then. Good, good. Last 10 seconds, let's grind out your best reps of the round. Especially when we're tired, we focus on that form. We get those best reps right here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Let's get set up again for our chest presses, bringing it down to the ground. Again, elbows are going to stay in tight. Palms are facing each other. It's that quick, short movements here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Right into it here. You got 45 seconds to get some solid reps in. You know, on the other side, you only have this exercise one more time, and that's going to be kind of like our burnout round where we go after it even more. Good, 30 seconds. Pressing those dumbbells away, having a little bit of power with it as well. If you wanted to, you could throw those dumbbells above your hand. Don't do that, though, because then you got to catch them. Good, 15 seconds, though. Let's make these the best 15 seconds of the round. Going after it, getting some good quality reps. Again, I know that chest, the back is pushing. We're tired right now, but this is where we get the best change in our body and the most results right here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Hand-to-hand swings coming up for that second time, so let's get set up for those. We're almost through that second round of 3 in our first circuit here, team. Let's keep on rolling. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Second time through our hand-to-hand swings. Perfect. Driving those hips forward. You should feel them squeeze as the hips come forward. Good. Back still stays nice and flat. Got to always think about the core in any kettlebell swing as we go after this one. Good. Coming up to about shoulder height. You never really need to go higher than that. If you are, we need to maybe talk about a heavier weight. Really challenge you guys in our longer circuits today. 15 seconds though. Let's keep holding on before we get into our last round of this first circuit, team. 10 seconds. Good, good. Couple more quality reps to get you to the end of the round. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Amazing job so far. We got 2 rounds down, 1 more to go. We're going right into our bent over rear delt rows, 8 seconds. Here we go. Last round, our best round. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good, good. Sneaking in a quick drink there, Heather. I like it. You guys should do the exact same in between that next round. If you haven't yet, get a drink. It's very, very important to hydrate while we work out. It's even more important to hydrate before we work out. Good. 30 seconds, though. Now, this is the round where it really starts to burn a little bit. You start to really feel it in those spots that we're supposed to be feeling it right here in the back. The delts here, going after it. Good. Now, we're into about our last 15 seconds. This is the time where we really go after it. Give me everything you got. You know that these are your last couple reps of this exercise today. Good. 7 seconds. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 15 seconds. You are done with your rear delt rows. We got our floor presses coming up next. Now, what we're going to do in this one, the last 10 seconds, we're going to shorten up our range of motion, and we're going to rep it out. Here we go. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So first 30 seconds here, just knock it out. Get some good quality full reps. And then our last 15, we're going to shorten up our range of motion. So we're not even going to lock out at the top, and we're just going to go quick with some short reps. A little bit of a burnout here for our chest. Okay, good. Got to get through this round, get through your hand-to-hand swings, and then we have that longer break coming. So it's right around the corner, team. Here we go. In these 15, let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Shorter reps, 15 seconds. Just going after it. Last 15 of your chest presses today. There it is. There it is. Nice, quick, quality reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. Shake those arms out just a little bit, just long enough to get you ready for your hand-to-hand swings. Last round before our break. Let's make it our best, team. Come on. Hand-to-hand, 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right into it. Earn that rest that's right around the corner here, team. Good. Our next little circuit, we got some good stuff again. Some cleans that we're going to challenge you with, some loaded marches, and then we're going to start out with some overhead squats, which we've already done today. But you're into your last 30 seconds now, so keep focusing as you're doing the hand-to-hand swings. Make sure your shoulders aren't rotating around too much. Got to keep that core tight, especially as you're coming down in between the legs a little bit. Core tight, shoulders are square to the ground. Last 15 seconds. Good. Really drive those hips forward. Keep creating that momentum. I know that body's telling you no a little bit, but you got this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Minute and a half to rest here. As you guys are grabbing some water, doing what you need to do, me and Heather are going to show you the next couple of movements here. The first one is our overhead squats. It's the same one that we started in our warm-up with. Hands above the head. We're going to squat down, get that full range of motion. Really force yourself to keep those arms back and to keep the hands above the head here. So we'll be there for 45 seconds. Next one, 2 dumbbells in the hand. We're going to do some dumbbell cleans. But again, this one, double dumbbell, so you got to think about it. It's a little bit different than a single dumbbell clean if you're used to doing those. Between the legs here to start, you're going to hinge just a little bit. Boom, pop it up. Elbows are coming right down in between, and you're catching it almost in that curl position. So think of it almost like a speed curl, but you're using your lower body and not so much your biceps. So hinge, boom, get up to the top, reset after each rep there. So we'll be there for 45 seconds. Last one, we're going to need a pair of dumbbells for our loaded march. This one, we're going to stand up nice and tall. It should be like nothing is moving except for your lower body. So nice and proud chest on this one. Knees are coming up to hip height and right back down. We're going to find a good little march here for 45 seconds. This might be one that the first few reps you're like, oh, this isn't doing a whole lot. But I promise you, by the last ones, you will feel those. 20 seconds left in your recovery here. So let's start thinking about weights you're going to choose. Start thinking about getting ready. First movement is going to be that overhead squat, so you don't actually need any weight for it. If you want to hold a dumbbell or something above the head, if you're really feeling good, you can absolutely go for it. But let's go. 5 seconds. Circuit number 2, let's have fun. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Same setup in circuit number 2. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. It's 3 movements in our circuit, and we're going to go through it 3 times, team. So lots of good stuff. Now, the overhead squat, this is one that first few reps, you're like, all right, my legs are going to burn a little bit, but by the last couple, your upper body starts to burn. It's one of those things. We got to really force ourselves to stay in that good overhead position as we work here. Hands are right above the head. Try not to let the chest fall forward as much as you can. Sink that weight back as you're sitting down, almost like you're sitting into a chair. 10 seconds. Good. In 5, 4, a couple more reps. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 15 seconds. Let's get set up for that clean. Remember, as we clean, we're hinging, right? Hinge, drop it up. Elbows come in nice and tight there. And reset after each rep. 5 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good. Catch it up at the top. Hinge. Heather does a really, really good job of hinging and keeping her back flat. You can see it's almost like the bottom of a deadlift there, and then it's a rapid pull up to the top. Good. Catch them up in that front rack position, and then reset after each rep here. Good. You got about 25 seconds to go. Good, good. So rapidly hinge. If your low back's starting to feel it, maybe reset yourself. Go a little bit slower on the way down. Focus on keeping that nice flat back, almost like a deadlift, and then explode up to the top. But make sure, as you're hinging, as you come up, start that eccentric part of the rep when you come up there. Make sure their back isn't rounding. 3, 2, 1, rest. 2 down. Our last one's going to be that loaded march. If you have heavier weights, this is one that you can go a little bit heavier. It's a good time to challenge yourself with this one. Remember, stable upper body, and we're just marching. 3, 2, 1, let's go. There it is, right there. Coming up to about hip height, and then right back down. Driving that knee up. I like it. Now, the goal in this one should be to not move your upper body, so we don't want any sway as you're going back and forth. Heather's doing a really good job of keeping that stable upper body. Good, good. Now, this is one of my favorite exercises because you don't realize how much it changes over the 45 seconds. Starts off and you're like, oh, my legs are going to be tired, and you finish with your upper body being tired. It's one of those. Good. 10 seconds here. Again, it should look like nothing is happening above your waist. This is all silent. There's no extra movement. 3, 2, 1, rest. Very good. 15 seconds before we get back into our overhead squats now. Shake it out if you need to. Grab a drink of water quick, and let's get back to work. 15 seconds. Got 5 of it left. Weights in the heels, hands above the head, overhead squats. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Right back into it. Do everything you can to force those arms to stay above the head. Really drive your shoulders back. You almost want to pinch those shoulder blades together. So drive them up and then back. Good. Good. Still sinking it down in there. All right, second half of the round, what we're going to do, I want you to pause at the bottom. Just a quick little 1-second pause and then drive up. Quick pause. But get to that bottom position. Know when you're at that parallel position, drive back up with a little bit of power. Keeping that chest nice and proud, keeping the hands above the head. Good, good. You got 5 more seconds. You got about 2 more reps in you here. 3, 2, 1, and done. Very good. Loaded dumbbell clean coming up next. I almost said loaded march, but loaded dumbbell clean. Saved it. Here we go. 45 seconds of it. Remember that nice flat low back as we hinge. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Right up to the top. Hinge, explode, catch, reset. There we go. There we go. I love it. I love it. Heather does a really good job of kind of almost getting that jump going, too. You can see her heels lift up each round. That's that same triple extension position that we talk about in our cleans, in our swings sometime, any sort of hip hinge movement. It's really, really good. 20 seconds. Good, good. Keep working through this one. We're starting to get into those grind rounds with these longer muscular endurance rounds today. It starts to feel. You got to keep on working. Keep staying in those good positions. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 15 seconds, and we are going to go back into that loaded march, finishing up our second time through our second circuit. Then it's just one more time through those 3 exercises, and that is our workout for today. But here we go. Loaded marches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, just marching it on. Single leg at a time. If you want to try both legs at a time, you can go for that. I don't know how you do it, though. Don't actually try that. As a joke. Hopefully you guys are smiling. Good. But again, like we talked about last round, nothing is moving in the upper body. If I were to cut Heather off at the hip right here, which I'm not going to do, that'd be mean, no movement up here. It's all quiet. It's all stable. The only thing that is moving is that lower body. You got to use your core to keep everything stable because your body wants to motion around as you lift each leg up, but the core needs to be tight. 10 seconds. Last few reps. Very good, very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we got one more time through circuit 2, 3 more exercises, and then we'll foam roll you and get you guys out of here to enjoy the rest of your day. Overhead squats coming your way in about 5 seconds. Let's finish up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Weight is in the heels. Chest is nice and tall. Good. Sink it in. Drive the knees out. Perfect. Perfect. All right, you got 30 seconds to go now. Let's start adding in that 1 second pause again. We'll go a little bit longer this round. Quick pause, drive up. Very, very good. Really forces you guys. I want you to really focus on that bottom position. When you get down there, are your hands still above your head, or is your chest coming forward a little bit? If it is, really start to sink it back in. Do everything you can. Obviously, don't fall backwards, but do everything you can to keep that hands above the head. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Very good. Next one is our last time hitting our dumbbell clean. So finding your weights. Again, we're going to hinge, boom, reset after each rep. Keep that low back healthy and safe with every rep. Here we go. It's 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Hinge. Remember, the elbows come right in as you catch that thing. So remember, pull, pull, pull. You're pulling up. Drop the elbows underneath. Good, good. Once you really start to get heavy into some of your cleans too, it really emphasizes that pulling motion as you're coming up. You got to really almost like an upright row before you drop your elbows down underneath. But your big pull on this one should be focusing on the lower body and the hamstrings. So as you get to the bottom here, hamstrings are tight. You're using them to stand up and to create that power up to the top. Here we go, team. Last 10 seconds though. Couple more reps will get you there. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 15 seconds. We got one more exercise today. It's our loaded marches. If you got those heavier weights, again, let's grab them. 45 seconds, and let's have some fun with this one. Foam rolling on the other side in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, 45 seconds of marches separates you from the end of this workout. We are going to foam roll. Got some good stuff for some recovery today. And then we will get you out of here to crush the rest of your day, just like you crushed this workout. But again, let's talk about if you're ever feeling any pain, anything's feeling a little funky, make sure to go see a health professional and then see a coach, because the coach has a plan that is ready for you. Anytime Fitness, we have coaches all over the nation that are ready and willing to help you with a plan that can get you to your goals, especially like these last 15 seconds. These can also help you get to your goals if we really go after them. Good, good. Last 10 now. Getting me those last couple reps before we finish it out today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Grab your foam roller if you have it. If not, you can always pick some of your favorite stretches and do them with us. But take a second, grab a drink of water, do whatever you got to do before we get down into it today. Amazing work. Today was one of those days that a little bit longer round, so we get some of that muscular endurance, but at the same time, some good foundational movements that you'll use in your everyday life, like that overhead squat. Lower body mobility is one of the best things that we could do to improve our quality of life as we get older. So, little fun fact there, quality of life definitely goes up the more you can use your legs after about the age of 75. So interesting stuff. But let's start out with some foam rolling. We're going to start out in the back here, so sit right in front of your foam roller. We're going to give ourselves a big old hug, try to get elbow to elbow here. And then we're going to go 2 vertebrae up, 1 vertebrae down. 2 vertebrae up, 1 vertebrae down. And just work up your whole back. Take a couple seconds, take some deep breaths, and get some really good work done right here. Good, good. Really try to dig into that back. We're giving ourselves a hug. So as you get into the upper back, the spine and the shoulder blades opens up, the shoulder blades spread apart a little bit, and then you can get some of that muscle right around the spine there. So take a little bit of time, work on some of those muscles, especially with all the hinging we did today. Sometimes those get a little bit tight, especially after the rear delt rows as well. Good, good. All right, so now as we're up to the back, we're going to unhug ourselves so hands can go anywhere else, and just work around your back a little bit more. You should be able to get the outsides of your back, your shoulder blades a little bit more. Just keep on rolling out here. Got a lot of small muscles around the spine, some of those softer areas that really can benefit from some myofascial release. Very good. All right, and then let's work down to the booty here. So come all the way back down towards the butt. And we're going to take a seat right on top of that foam roller. We're going to get our piriformis before we get you guys out of here. So one foot's going to come on top of the other. If your left foot is on top of your right leg, we're going to lean over to our left side. And then we're going to roll out our glute. You're going to find that spot that feels good and also kind of bad at the same time, and that is your piriformis. And then from there, it's all about the pressure you can put on it. So you want to put enough pressure where you can feel it and feels good, but you don't want it to hurt too bad. Foam rolling is one of those things that pain tolerance does play a little bit of a factor. We got to be able to get into some of those areas. It might not be the most comfortable thing, but you will feel better at the end. Good. After you hit that side, we can switch it up right over to the other side. And this will be the last one that we do today. So if you have any other tight spots in your body, great opportunity to foam roll them. You're already on the ground. You're already doing some stuff. You already got a little sweaty from today. So maybe spend another 5 minutes. Foam roll your body out. You will never regret it, especially later today when you start to feel some of the soreness maybe or anything like that. You know that your soreness would have been a little bit more if you hadn't foam rolled. So it's always good positive on that one. But that's going to be what we have for you guys today. Again, my name is Coach Trishan. This is Coach Heather, and we thank you for coming out and joining us on this Coach Care Connect Daily Virtual Workout. We will see you on the next one, and thanks again, team.